So FarmDrive is a software platform created by farmers for farmers. We started out in 2023 where we help farmers with their animal welfare, government compliance, and basically their farm secretary, help track profit, loss per animal, everything like that there. But we also now do is enterprise side where we help meat processors and retailers track not only their forecasting and help secure their contracts by knowing what's coming through, but also help them reduce their carbon footprint and be more sustainable. I suppose in the next 6 months is we've just raised, which is more basically just putting more petrol on the fire because we're already doing really, really well. So our plans is basically going international. We have a lot of international customers looking at both our farm and enterprise software. So it's really just enhancing that and growing our features out. Yeah, I suppose, as you say, our clientele are not famously known for being the most tech savvy, where with the next generations coming in, they expect these technical tools that every other industry has, where what we've built in the last 3 years is simplicity but powerful, where you're able to use the technology of the app with one hand while you're doing medication, or because farmers are always doing two things at once. So it's kind of building really powerful tools, but simplicity is key for every decision we make.
So we have two products at the minute. One is FarmDrive, which is used by farmers to input their data, keep up with paperwork and compliance, track their profitability, and that's a mobile app and a web app. And then we also have our enterprise system, which is used by our retailers, meat producers or processors, and that information from selected farmers on their schemes using the FarmDrive app is transferred up so they can see if there's going to be an undersupply or oversupply of meat in 12 months' time. Yeah, so we have both a mobile app and also, well, technically two web apps. So the farmers would use our mobile app if they're out and about in the farm. It uses Flutter, so it does, to compile to both iOS and Android, so it's easier life for us. And our web app, we would use React and TypeScript. And then we would also use something like Python or Go on the back end as well.
We originally started in Ballymena, where we're from, and we've been in programs and stuff in Belfast. But what we found is that there was great engineers, not only in Belfast, but throughout Northern Ireland, where a lot of them are travelling hours to get to Belfast, where Antrim's that middle ground between the countryside and Belfast, because we're really only 15 minutes north of Belfast, and we pay Belfast wages, and you don't have the traffic or the nuisance of that. So we see that as a really key hub for getting the best talent.
Yeah, so our working policy at the minute is we kind of like people in the office if we can, because we have a pretty nice office. But we're very flexible, so we operate a hybrid model currently, where it's kind of 2 to 3 days in the office, potentially less depending on how far away. If you're further away, then we're more flexible. If you have any problems any days, you can work at home, that's fine. But we always like to come in at least 1 day a week to sort of everyone get together, maybe go for lunch, something like that, and just talk to each other. It's always nice.
We always try and push to be as casual as possible, because even though we're sitting in church today for another meeting after this, but we understand that the next generation, like ourselves, it's all casual, work from home. We give the best hardware possible in terms of you choose your own setups, your own computer, monitor, peripherals, everything like that.
It's a young team. We're excited to work on the products we do. You're always traveling about. Usually there's always an opportunity to go out somewhere. It's not just sitting in the office the whole time. And you actually get to meet your customers most of the time, which is a bit different from a lot of software companies. And we're always we're using the newest technology. We're trying new things. There's always an opportunity to learn. And we're very casual, we like to have a bit of fun every now and then as well.
Yeah. I'd say the culture fit is very much, we want people to stand on their own 2 feet. This is a place where you can really dig your teeth in and take ownership of different products that we offer and different features, where as we plan to grow internationally, as we're still a very small, young team with a lot happening in the next 18 months, is like you will grow with the company and be coming in at a senior level, where we do offer autonomy with accountability, because we're hiring people for their specialties and their skills that the team already doesn't have. At the minute we're a team of 6, where it's Gareth and myself, Terry, who's another full stack developer. We've recently just hired our customer support management to handle our growing number of farmers and enterprise clients. And as well as that, we've just onboarded our chief marketing officer and a full-time UX designer who's come with some really great skills. So the engineers that would be full stack would be taking wireframes from Figma, for example.
I would say, yeah, personal projects are always great to see. It gives us sort of an insight of what people do in their spare time. Also interested in seeing people who used to work for other startups or maybe currently work for startups as well. It shows that they're into that sort of whole hustle culture and they kind of enjoy working with a small team. I would also say anyone who can do the programming languages I don't like, like React or TypeScript. So anything like that's a benefit.